All right, everyone. Welcome back. Sportsbook Sports, all things sports betting. Connor here with your boy GA.
Welcome, everyone. It's a big episode today,
Yeah,
kicking off something new.
big episode today. We got the 100K challenge we're kicking off. It's going to be episode 1 of that if you want to switch it on the screen there.
Yeah.
Part 1, though, we're basically kicking off what we've spoken about and briefed you guys on a little bit in the last couple episodes. What me and Greg here are doing is starting with a bankroll of 10,000.
Yep.
And 10,000 each, and we're both on the road to 100,000. So we're going to be coming on live pretty much every day right around this time.
Yep.
Also, we'll be mingling in some other episodes as well, discussing some other topics.
Yeah.
But we plan on doing this on a daily basis, throwing our picks out there with the amounts that we're betting and the amounts to win, and then also just keeping track of that every single day moving forward.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. It's going to be something where we'll have some information for kind of newer bettors and novice bettors, but it's really going to be aimed more towards those more experienced bettors that are gambling every day, looking for picks every day.
Yep.
So we'll be looking across all sports. Could be Euro soccer, could be the Olympics coming up. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Golf, whatever it is. Putting our picks in, putting our bets in, and just kind of talking about what we like on the board every day. I mean, some days are going to be leaner than others. You might have a pick, might not have a pick, but it's all about just grinding it out and, trying to string a couple wins together and get up to that 100K mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's also gonna bring on some other content that we've been looking to push out there. We're gonna have a couple trips in the near future to some of the casinos, showing you guys how to bet there, and then also seeing us placing our bets the days that we go. But yeah, I think this is gonna be great to see how much up and down there is in the sports gambling world for everyone out there that's trying to make it a long-term thing, because it's not just get rich quick and make money every single fucking day.
It's funny.
Just impossible.
Yeah, it's just so funny because, I mean, we talk about gambling every day. We talk about gambling with groups or, a couple different friends groups and stuff like that. So we're talking about it every day. I was really interested to see the differences between the two of us.
Yeah.
Because we talk a lot. We're on the same page a lot. And, right out the gate, our, betting units are totally different.
Yeah.
So, I'm also interested to see, if one of us is one of us going to be betting, futures? Is one of us going to be betting series? Like golf, where you have to bet on a Thursday or bet on a Wednesday for a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday tournament? Or is it just going to be baseball every day kind of things, So I'm kind of interested to see how this experiment goes and how we differ. And I don't know how. I kind of want to set the rule up now. Once we hit 10K, it's bust, or can you buy back in?
No, I think once it's done, it's done.
We'll grind it out until we're either both out or both rich, and then we'll start again.
Exactly, and I think that's the point of this, is also the transparency, because when you start betting this higher amounts, you're going to see higher swings on both sides of it. You know? You're going to lose money quicker, but you also could make money, a lot more money even quicker. And there's definitely going to be a lot of bets thrown out there. I mean, golf's been something that I've been betting a little bit lately.
Right, we're going to be doing
futures. I don't think it's funny that you say this, because now we're starting to get into the grits of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if futures should necessarily count.
Okay. What about series bets and stuff like that?
Series bets, those are fine, because those are going to be done relatively quickly.
Not like NFL
you could
MVP.
take a futures bet for the NBA right now if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But not necessarily
or
the
even
NFL.
Or even baseball.
Because I don't want that to take up the bankroll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you pick an NFL Super Bowl champion or MVP, it's we got to wait that whole time, and that's taking up some of your bankroll. But that's what I was thinking about, is some of the golf tournaments, I'll probably put $50 to $100 on a winner.
Yeah.
And that's a 4-day event. Yeah. If it hits, I'm up. If I lose, I lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a good point to make. I think the futures, if it's a quick future bet, like a 2-week span, 3-week span, we'll take that.
Yeah.
But the long-term ones, will stay away from those for this purpose.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
But yeah, this is more or less just to get an idea of, like I said, what it's like to be betting every day, come up with a strategic plan on how you want to place bets, your units, how you change units based on how much you're winning or losing.
Yeah, and like I said, different strategies. Like, I don't know, like, right,
I'm definitely
starting
going
out
to
a
be
little slow, but, like, I don't know if I'm going to start stringing together, like, $25 baseball parlays where I'm betting 9 teams and just hoping to hit it big.
No, you can do that.
Yeah, you can do it.
That's what I'm saying. There's definitely gonna be. I'm definitely gonna put parlays together.
Yeah,
they're not gonna be. There might be some days where I put like a 50
2-teamer or something like
but
that.
they're gonna be heavier 2-teamers where I see some favorites.
Yeah,
and maybe that 2-teamer pays me like plus 125 or even money.
Yeah.
But that's how I'm looking at it. There's definitely gonna be some parlays, some straight bets, over-unders, everything you can bet, honestly. Yeah. And I think we'll put it together that way.
Yeah, and like our longer episodes that we're going to be doing, again, like kind of like when we first started out the channel, we were taking way too many bets and we kind of scaled it back.
Yeah.
It's just another way for us to I think this is another step in the right direction for us with trying to create like better content based around different things. So, like you said, daily episodes, try to be daily episodes, shorter episodes, our road to 100K or 100K challenge.
Yep.
And then longer form episodes, maybe we'll dive into how we come up with our picks. Maybe we'll just like recap the week of picks that we just had and kind of what we were thinking.
Yep.
Bankroll management's going to be a huge thing.
Yep.
So that was something that I was like kind of interested in, is like we're starting out with 10K. So are you doing a 2% of your bankroll? Are you doing 200 a bet? You know, are you doing 5%? Are you doing 10%?
10%, baby.
So,
that's what I'm doing to start.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think, but that's
there'll
what
be a lot of stuff for us to talk about based off of this, which is why I think this is a good step in the right direction.
Definitely. Yeah. I think it just breeds a little bit more topics, more different content that we'll be able to show.
And a storyline.
Exactly. Something to follow, something to push forward and see a result from. Yep. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think there's a lot of things we'll learn from this, especially on just from a betting standpoint on how you can maneuver in certain situations. And then also just from like posting content and stuff, how we can make things a little more interesting and get a little more interaction. And then also, I was saying before, and I'll throw it out there now, I was thinking about doing like a challenge where we spoke about the handicapping contest, and this could be another form of it, where we give people like a 10K fake bankroll.
Yeah.
They try to get it to 50K. If you lose, you can buy back in.
Yep.
But the first person to get the 50K wins the pot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we talked about some sort of challenge or something like that. I think this is a good way for us to test it out, and we would love to open it up to listeners and fans and stuff like that.
Definitely.
We're just trying to find a good platform to do it. And like you said, it could be a really fun thing to get people interested in every day.
Yeah, and not have to put together a ton of money every single day to win it. And
exactly.
It's like a, they're buying into something that has a little bit longer of a stretch to it, and gets the most bang for their buck.
Yeah, I was thinking of it. I know I used to play video games and stuff, and when I kind of was tailing off of video games, a lot of like the online stuff used to do like seasons. Yeah. So they would do like a season that's like 2 months long or something like that. So that's what it kind of reminds me of. Like $50 buys you in
fantasy
for
league,
the
stuff like that.
Yeah, fantasy league stuff like that. So it's like $50 buys you in for the month. Whoever's got the most of that in the month wins.
Yep.
And we kind of keep it moving. So speaking of keep it moving, want to get into the picks then for today?
Yeah, might as well get right into them.
Our first picks.
I was gonna say these episodes that we're doing on the daily of these picks are really just gonna be structured around our bets for the day.
Yep.
And they're going to be a lot quicker, but we want to get those picks out to everyone that's following. Yeah. And hopefully you guys tail our bets, make some money off them, and then moving forward, keep growing with us. Like we're trying to, what I was saying to Greg is we're looking to make 1,000% of our bankroll. Yep. So if you're out there and you're starting with $100, hopefully by the end of this challenge, you make $1,000. And scale it to similar ways that we're making our bets. If you have $100 bankroll or $1,000 bankroll, and you see I'm betting $1,000 on this game with my 10K bankroll, bet $100
on it. Yep.
Bet if you're doing the same and you're taking Greg's bets, which it looks like here, you would put $25 on it. Yep. And it's for the long run because you don't want to put all your fucking eggs in a basket, lose quick, and then be down and trying to chase. Yeah. That's the worst thing you could possibly do.
Yeah, so I mean, especially when I get these picks out, because it looks like the Rockies games is starting or just started. So that's my first pick of the day is Rockies money line. Just analysis wise, like I just look at like MLB teams against the spread, and Rockies have one of the biggest differentials between home and away that you'll ever see.
Okay.
So it's like going on to be like historic. Like if they keep up this pace, it would be unreal. So Colorado right now against the spread, 24-11 at home, which is like unbelievable. You're 13 games above 500 against the spread. On the road, 9-24. So just absolutely ridiculous splits there.
Yeah.
So they're at home today. They're playing the Pirates. Pirates stink on the road. So Pittsburgh on the road, 16-21. Again, not as drastic as the Rockies, but again, 16-21, still below 500 on the season.
Yep.
So for this, the only thing that stinks is like they're both really bad teams. So I didn't feel comfortable taking Colorado -1.5 the run line.
Yep.
So I just took them straight up.
Yep.
I took them -120. It's $250 to win $208.33. Again, everything we do is on FanDuel, so you can put it right in. It'll show you your odds. It'll show you how much you're making.
Yep.
So that's a pretty nice one. And then also straight up again, I took the Giants. The Giants, again, have been the hottest team against the spread in baseball. They're going to keep it going, I think, tonight. And what's nice is that they're playing the Dodgers.
Yep.
So Dodgers are a good team, too. I mean, they're both two of the top teams out west. So I took them just straight up +150. They both have some great pitchers going tonight. So that's $250 to win $375. So yeah, that's my first night of betting. Again, my unit's a little bit smaller. Probably going to be doing baseball every day to start. So not trying to do anything too crazy.
Yeah.
And then looks like you got 2 picks. It looks like you got a baseball pick and a basketball pick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be taking the Red Sox versus the Royals tonight under 11.
Okay.
A lot of runs on that number. I think it has to do a little bit with who the Red Sox are pitching, Garrett Richards, because the Royals have Danny Duffy going out there tonight, who's been pitching pretty well this year for them.
Yep.
I think the thing is, Danny Duffy's been pitching more or less from like one of those starting reliever roles.
Okay.
Where he doesn't pitch a ton of innings.
Yeah.
But he'll come in and, pitch 1 or 2 to start, and then go from there. As a starter, he hasn't been too solid.
Yeah.
One thing I like about this is a lot of people are on the over. The line it wasn't reverse line movement, but it moved up a run.
Okay.
And I just think personally the 11's too much. The Royals, Garrett Richards isn't a great pitcher for the Red Sox, but he's facing the Royals lineup, who's not that good.
Yep.
The only thing I'm scared about is if Danny Duffy can't put 1 to 2 good innings together and they can get to their bullpen.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox just put up a ton of runs,
Right,
but I still
3 in the early.
exactly. But I still like 11 to be enough because I see it being like
11's a lot of runs.
Yeah, I see it being like an 8-1, 9-1 game. Like the Royals, I think Garrett Richards is going to come out and pitch a good game because he's playing a lower half of the MLB team.
Yep.
And just putting something together that's going to help them out. And then the other pick I have is the Clippers +6. Not sure if they're going to come out and actually win this game.
Okay.
Which I like because I'm still following them to win the West.
Right, they're down 3-1 right now to the Suns.
Yeah, they're down 3-1. I could see the Suns closing this out, but I think they're obviously in an elimination game.
Yeah, they're going to try to keep it close to best.
They got to play well. People are on the Suns, so they think it's game over for them. But I think the Clippers will put together a good defensive performance, keep the game close, hopefully pull out a win.
He's pretty low scoring too last game.
84-80, which is wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my 2 picks. I'm taking 1,100 to win 1,100 to win 1,000. They're both -110.
So you put 1,100 on each.
Yep, on each. Yep. And then we'll go from there. And once those hit, we'll see where we at.
Yeah, we'll have
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have a whole nother episode for you guys tomorrow.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the day 1 of the 100K challenge. You're going to be seeing us put out these picks on a daily basis. Subscribe to the YouTube so you see these live streams pop out and you can get our picks right as we're performing.
Yeah, like this video, subscribe,
share to your friends, because as we start rolling with these handicapping contests, we want everyone to get involved and make some money doing what we all love to do.
Yeah.
In the sports gambling shit. So, yeah, definitely like, subscribe, follow YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. And, yeah,